Well, today, ladies and gentlemen, today's going to be a great video because we got a brand new plugin for the start of 2021. Is Joey Sturgis Tones back with a brand new guitar amp sim? Let's talk about it. So what is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. My name is Ray. I'm a guitar player here on YouTube, and I'm really excited to get into this thing because this plugin seemingly, at least to me, came out of nowhere, and I'm really excited to check it out and share it with you all. Before we talk about this brand new plugin and all of its goodness, first off, if you're brand new to my channel, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to come hang out. If you want to consider hitting that subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it. That would mean a lot, and it would make me happy, alright? So as the title of this video says, and as my introduction was, alluding to, is JST back? Well, the reason why I'm saying that is because, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think JST has put out a dedicated guitar plugin in over 2 years, right? I mean, that's a long time to be out of the guitar amp sim game, especially, in today's day and age where amp sims and whatever plugins are coming out at a rapid pace. I mean, companies seem to be like starting from square one since JST has put out an amp sim. So anyway, I think it's pretty crazy how it's been so long already, and it's just crazy how time's ticking away from us. But I'm really excited to check this thing out and see what it all entails, So this plugin looks very similar to the previous Toneforge plugins, but there are some added features and some things that are pretty cool, man. So first and foremost, as you can see, the layout and the UI is much bigger. You have different modes, small, medium, and large. That's large. And yeah, man, it's just way better than what it used to be, where it was this little thing. Now it's a much bigger and, dare I say, cooler presentation. But then you have your traditional blocks. First, in front of the amplifier, you have an overdrive and a compressor. Then you have 3 different amplifiers, a clean, a crunch, and a lead. Next, you have your cabinet section. What's really cool about this cabinet section is you have the ability to blend cabinets. That's something brand new for JST in this plugin. That's really cool, man. And then after the cabinet, you have the Skybox and the Echo Man. Yeah, I got that right. Skybox and Echo Man. I wanted to make sure. The Skybox is like a delay, reverb, kind of just ambient, sonic, spacey thing. And then the Echo Man's just more of your traditional delay pedal. Then after that, you got an EQ, and at the end of the signal chain, you have a multiband compressor. The thing I love about this plugin already is the multiband compressor is something relatively kind of unique to this plugin, where I always use a multiband at the end of all my guitar tracks on my guitar bus, but the fact that this amp sim has one built in kind of just takes out some of my time when I have to mix my tracks or whatever. So that's cool. But let's get into some tones, shall we? So real quick, first off, what I'm going to do is a real quick demo song using my Squier Vintage Modified Baritone Jazzmaster Tune to Drop F. Give you a quick little breakdown, some chugs, and I used this amp sim as the guitar tone in the mix. I'll give you some isolated guitars, and then after that, we'll come back, we'll reset up our space right here, and I'll do a quick little playthrough using my 1978 Gibson Les Paul Standard, which is tuned to drop D. Okay? So I got a lot to show you. I'm not going to waste any more time rambling. Let's get into some tones right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's answer my question from the beginning of this video. Is JST back? Hell yeah, they're back. I think this plugin is leaps and bounds better than what has come from JST in previous years. You know, I give credit where credit was due. JST was kind of like a pioneer with the whole AmpSim game, but it just seemed like newer companies and just bigger competitors started pushing the envelope in terms of like sonic goodness, however you want to describe it. But the fact that JST took some time off with AmpSims and then came out with this is really cool, man. I really sincerely am pleasantly surprised and impressed with JST's dedication and you know, the amount of work that went into this plugin. Now, I just gotta say, I forgot to say it, but I'll say it here, there's no affiliation, no sponsorship, no nothing. I bought this with my own money to check it out and share it with you all, so I'm not being persuaded by anybody, you know. This is just me being honest, man. But yeah, seriously, back to my thoughts. I was really impressed with not only the big giant UI, with the ability to blend the two different cabinets, all the different IRs that are built into the cabinet section. The skybox is absolutely gorgeous sounding. It sounds so beautiful. It has an EVH and a dual rectifier in there, so that's cool. Those are some of my favorite amplifiers, as you guys know. It's like, you know, it had the multiband. I forgot about that. So what I'm saying is like, it has so much, and at the end of the day, it sounds great. You know, you can have a whole bunch of bells and whistles and cool things inside your plugin, but if it doesn't sound great, you know, what's the point, right? But it has all that built in, and it sounds phenomenal. It really, really does. And, you know, like I said, man, I bought this on a whim, just shot in the dark to check it out, and I'm pleasantly surprised with all of the features and the tones and just the great product this is. I was actually really taken back by it. Is it, in fact, my favorite or one of my favorites? that remains to be seen. I certainly like the cleans more than I like the high gain stuff. But yeah, man, I'm like actually excited that like I like this product. I was really pleasantly happy with my purchase. And one final thing I forgot to mention about this plugin in terms of like user friendliness and things that are kind of new is there's MIDI capabilities and a live mode, I think it's called. Yeah, so if you click on this right here, this is your live mode. I'm not exactly sure what that all is, but I presume this is made so you can use it as like a standalone rig. I'll probably have to do some research on this to see what this is for, but I'm assuming it's like, you know, you can make stuff here. You know what I mean? Like make presets and make banks or whatever, kind of like an Axe-Fx or a Kemper or something. So everybody, to wrap up this entire video, I'm very happy with this, and I think you would be too. I'm very happy for JST and the Joey Sturgis team. You know, that you could tell that this was not just like made in, I don't know how long plugins take to make. I'm not a plugin maker, but I could tell that this took some serious time to make, and it went, you know, a lot of dedication went into this. And they sat back and they're like, okay, what could we use, or what could a plugin use in 2020? And I seriously think they knocked it out of the park. So everybody, what'd you think of this video? What'd you think of the tones in this video? Leave all your thoughts down below. Let's have a nice friendly discussion. Thank you guys so much for checking this out. If you're brand new to my channel, you want to consider hitting that subscribe button again, I'd really appreciate it. I'm out of here. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay metal. And I'll see you guys next time. Later.